This video will show you how to open the propositional logic software for the textbook and just sort of how to navigate around in the software. In other videos, I will show how to use certain aspects of the software. So I am working off of, I have it on a flash drive, but if you were normally you would just go and you would open the CD. And the tricky thing is you have to sort of find it in this whole mess of things. So what you're looking for is something with this little logo here. It'll say application and it'll have the logo next to it. There's another one a little further down that says application that doesn't have that logo. This is if you want to install it on your computer. So if you're using this on your personal computer, you could install the program on your computer, and then you don't have to put the CD or a flash drive in every time you want to use it. So that's really handy if you have your own computer and you want to install it on it. But if you're just using this, like say in the computer lab at school, then you're not going to be able to install it and you wouldn't want to anyway. So let's pretend that's how you're going to do it. So you'll click on the icon and it opens up the software. Pretty straightforward. Now you'll notice that the software just kind of basically takes over your whole screen. You can't easily, looks like you can minimize it. So you can do that and then like go to a web page, but it's awkward. You can't just easily sort of tab back and forth between different windows. So what I would recommend is when you're using the software, so if you want to use it, the idea why you want to use the software is because you can check your answers to every exercise in the book with this software. So in particular, when I tell you, like say for a guided practice to do exercise, 1A in chapter 2, you can do that. And you'll know you have the right answer before you even submit it. So this will help you obviously in getting mastery on these exercises on the first try. So what I would suggest you do is you open up the exercise, the module on Blackboard, write down what exercises you need to do, and then go to the software, do all those exercises, and then come back to Blackboard. Okay, so when you open it up, you're going to see this menu. Formulas, this is basically just practice. You can enter a formula in here and it'll tell you if it's well formed or not. That's probably not that useful. I have never made that much use of that. To navigate back to the sections, you can click on the sections button. So I'm going to go back to the main menu, but you could go to just a specific part of it that you wanted. Symbolizations. This is where you will check your symbolization to all of the exercises in the book. So you say if you wanted to go to chapter 2, you can pick any of the exercises and you can, it will give you a window to do that exercise. It also has practice problems. If you want some more practice, you can get that. So that's the symbolizations. Proofs. You can use this as an environment to do your proofs in when we get to proofs, and it will tell you whether or not your proof is done correctly. Truth tables, likewise, you can enter a formula or a sequent and you can do a truth table on it. Then there's also a section for truth trees. Likewise, you're going to enter a sequent or a formula, and then you can do a truth tree on that sequent or formula. I will talk more about the proof section and the truth trees and the truth table sections in another video. I will make a special video just for doing that. And then finally, there is the games. So I have not played many of the games. I'm going to be honest, I don't think they're that great. I think I played the wolf one, which basically you can do it yourself or with another player, and it will so you can choose different levels, and basically you're given a bunch of formulas and you have to say whether or not you think they're woofs or not. So this one does not seem like a woof because there's I see the parentheses are all mixed up. So I'm going to say that's not a woof. This one has 2 arrows. So that's not a woof because you can't have 2 arrows. And yeah, this one seems good. So I'm going to say that's a woof. And this one has a negation to the right of the M. So that's not a woof. And this one is a woof. And I thought I should be able to check it now. I don't actually know how this game works. I don't know. I'm not going to spend much time on it. There's games. If you want to try and figure them out, go for it. But that's not what we're here for. Okay, so that's how the software works. That's sort of the orientation to the software. In another video, I will explain how the symbolizations work and how you check symbolizations in there, and also how to do the truth trees and truth tables and proofs in there.